Okay, let's graph another quadratic function, and this one will end up in intercept form, but let me show you how we get it to that. We have f of x equals 2x squared minus 8, and we need to go ahead and factor out the GCF. So to factor out that GCF, I'm going to factor out a 2, because 2 will go into both of those numbers, and I'm left with x squared minus 4. 2 times x squared is 2x squared, and 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. That's like distribution backwards. And do you recognize the difference of two squares here? So this becomes the square root of x squared is x. The square root of 4 is 2. So one will be positive and one will be negative. All right. This does look like the intercept form. So my p is to be a negative. P has to be negative 2 and q will be 2. So p is negative 2. Q is 2, because the only way you're going to get plus here if it was started out as minus a negative. All right, so my axis of symmetry, well, let's see. First of all, let's write down this. My x-intercepts are going to be the negative 2 and the 2. It's the negative 2 and the 2. It's negative 2, 0, and 2, 0. So negative 2, 0, and 2, 0. That's where it's crossing the x-axis. All right. My axis of symmetry, you take your P and your Q, negative 2 plus 2, you add them and divide it by 2. So I have 0 divided by 2, which is 0. So my axis of symmetry happens to be the y-axis. Okay. Let's see, what do we need to do now? Find the vertex, okay? Take your vertex and plug it into the equation, and you can plug it into the first one if you wish. So f of 0 equals 2 times 0 squared minus 8. 0 squared is 0, 0 times 2 is 2, so I have it being just a negative 8. So I have the ordered pair at 0, negative 8. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. Negative 8, wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down here. Okay, it is a positive, so I know it is going up like that. So it looks something like this. Okay, the domain would be all real numbers, and I usually ask you the domain and range. All real numbers, because it could be any x since those arrows are there. And then my range is the y's. This is the lowest one that there is. This is the minimum, and that was at negative 8. So its y has to be greater than or equal to negative 8.